My name is Lurie Hoffman. I'm the Federal Policy Director of the National Housing Trust, and I have been here for 4 years. Well, I have to say the mobilization project is really fun. After the presidential election in 2016, we were able to get some funding to do a special project to lift up the voices of our residents and help convey the message about how important affordable housing is to Congress and to the general public and the media. And I have an amazing team of people that are working on this, helping us interview our residents, create videos and fact sheets about them, and work in collaboration with some of our partner organizations and encourage our residents and local organizations to participate in civic engagement. And it's been totally different than anything I've ever done before. It has been a learning experience, but it has been a lot of fun so far, and excited about the future. My favorite aspect of my job is working with the people that I do, both the staff at the National Housing Trust, my colleagues here, as well as my colleagues outside of the organization that I work in collaboration with, and specifically the members of the Preservation Working Group. I really love facilitating the Preservation Working Group. It is an amazing group of people who are knowledgeable and experienced and who come together completely voluntarily to help figure out legislative and regulatory strategies to preserve affordable housing based on their practical experience. I was a member of PWG for many years before I came to the Trust, and it's awfully fun to run it. And I really enjoy the people in that group, as well as my colleagues here at the Trust, who are all equally smart, amazing, fun people to be with. I have two answers to this question, my professional answer and my fun answer. My professional answer is I worked at the National Council of State Housing Agencies for many years, and it was a very interesting job where I learned a ton about multifamily affordable housing policy, and I learned from the folks at the state housing finance agencies who were incredibly experienced and knowledgeable, and I really enjoyed working with them, and it was an interesting job. My other answer is I had a really fun job in high school working at Emack and Bolio's Ice Cream in Brookline, Massachusetts as a scooper, and I was promoted to cake maker and decorator, and that was one of the most fun jobs I've ever had. Well, my hopes for our industry is that we are able to do a better job of helping the general public and the leadership in Congress and in the White House to understand how important affordable housing is in Americans' lives and how it helps them access education, jobs, transportation, all the things they need to live good lives. And I think in the past, affordable housing has been a topic that people's eyes glaze over when you talk about it. And I think we're learning new ways to talk about it. I think we're learning ways to show the connections that it has to other aspects of people's lives. And I hope that our industry is learning and growing and doing a better job of that, so that we don't have to constantly be fighting for the very scarce resources that we have. There's a lot of things I like to do in DC. The first one that pops into my mind is I like running, and particularly past and around some of the sites in DC. I love having the National Housing Trust located in Georgetown, because I have come down here a bunch of times and gone running past the monuments and along the National Mall, and that's pretty amazing. So I would say running in DC. I also like running on the Capitol Crescent Trail. Bananas. I love bananas. I probably eat 2 bananas a day. They're very satisfying. They're very healthy. They can really keep you going. So I would say bananas. Well, there's a show that's no longer on the air, but I really wish that it were, called What Not to Wear, where they pull people's families and coworkers, pull them in because they don't dress that well, and they have like an intervention, and then they learn how to dress in a way that's flattering to whatever their appearance is, and then they get to buy new clothes. And it is a guilty pleasure. I spent many hours watching it with my daughters, and I wish that it were still in the air. I would rather be a tiny elephant because that sounds cute and adorable, and a giant hamster sounds terrifying, and I would not want to see one.